Alright YouTube, so we just got the second official trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 finally, dude. We've been waiting for so long. It's been close to a year because October of last year, 2016, is when we got the first official trailer. So we're going to go through scene by scene and break down everything we can. So the trailer opens up with a cool landscape shot, and I believe this is the player character, Arthur Morgan. You are a part of the Vanderlyn gang, which was Dutch's gang from the first game. They confirmed that in the description of the video and also on the newswire. This looks to be something similar to like a campsite from maybe the first one where you used to like rest and save and shit like that out in the open. We get another pretty cool kind of landscape shot looking at the environment. The environment looks great so far already, just 2 frames into the game, 2 scenes into the game. We see in the distance there's a trail coming from somebody's campsite. We've seen a deer run away as we're pulling up on the horse, which is to be expected. The first Red Dead Redemption had a shit ton of wildlife as well.
You got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
So obviously we don't know who this guy is that Arthur Morgan's talking to, but apparently it's somebody that owes Dutch or Dutch's gang some money. So apparently the first few scenes we were seeing were you tracking this guy down. You were sleeping out in the open fields. You were trailing some smoke trail you seen and you came across this guy's camp. Apparently he owes you guys money. It does seem like he was on the run since you were tracking him down, so maybe you do kill him. Also, really quick, if we look back to the scene, you can see that behind him is a quiver and a bow. So these are new weapons of the game. We'll see our character using a bow and arrow later on. So here we get another fantastic shot of the world. It looks so fucking good. The graphics are so much improved from the first one. There's really nothing to see here other than the beautiful scenery. We do see our character up on the top left on the cliff edge or the mountain edge, whatever this is right here. But looking down over the landscape, I don't really see any buildings or towns or nothing.
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
So right here we get our first shot of a town in this game, and it looks like just any typical like western looking town, right? But we do see to the right there is a drugstore where they'll either sell like medicines type of stuff, or maybe it's like a general store, because general stores used to be called like drugstores back in the day. To the left we see that little white sign that actually says guns sold, so it'll be like a gun store there. And the narrator for that part says that we, our player character, are a wanted man, which is pretty obvious because we're bad guys.
Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black on your behalf.
So we get a shot of the woman that our character's talking about right here, the mother of the younger guy he's talking to, and I'm not, there's no telling who's dead and who she is. We don't know who any of these characters are. But it does sound like he's threatening the guy, because he says, when your mother's done mourning your father, maybe I'll keep her in black on your behalf. Now, I don't exactly know what that means. Maybe he's like threatening to like hook up with the mom or something. I'm honestly not fucking sure. But this younger guy does look to be maybe something like a doctor. If you look to the bottom left with his bags, it's like old school looking doctor bags and stuff. In this scene right here, our character looks like he fucking eats people.
We got long.
So there we get 2 very quick shots of our group of bad guys looking like they're about to rob a train. We got our dudes hiding in the woods. Then we got our actual character overlooking the train, maybe on like a bridge or something, some kind of high ground.
Man in 3 different states after.
So right here we have our character near some sort of campsite talking to somebody we don't see, somebody off screen. He's talking to the person and says that they have lawmen in 3 separate states after them, so they're pretty wanted. There we get a very quick scene of our group actually stopping the train and pulling, I guess, maybe the driver out. And it looks like we pulled a horse-drawn wagon in front of the track, so that's probably what we were standing on earlier.
Chased us from the west, they chased us over the mountains.
Right here we get 2 quick shots of separate locations that look pretty cool, like some kind of plains area and then of course a mountainous like snow area. But the main thing is what he says. He says that the lawmen chased them from the west over the mountains, so it kind of puts us somewhere maybe like the middle of America. I don't know exactly where, because the mountain he's talking about I'm assuming are the Rocky Mountains. So we see that we have some snowy areas in the gameplay, so maybe it's just on the other side of the Rocky Mountains. We get a pretty cool scene of our character throwing somebody through a door and saying open it, and then of course pointing his gun at him. So it looks to be like we're robbing a bank in this scene, which is something you could really do in the first one anyway. Now I wonder if they're going to be along the lines of the first game where you could just go into a bank and do it whenever you wanted to, or if it's going to be something more like heist from, like single player heist from GTA 5, where it actually takes some like intricate planning and you think of like escape routes and entrances and all that shit.
We'll need an extra gun.
In this quick scene, the guy's saying that they need an extra gun, so it looks like he might be hiring us for a mission or two or something like that. He looks to be, just visually, looks to be Indian with the haircut, the necklace, maybe even the clothing. We didn't have any Indian stuff in the first game, but we do know that this one's going to have some sort of Indian influence.
This place ain't no such thing.
Here we get a couple cutscenes of just some random bullshit of some horses running, us jumping down on top of a train. Looks like either we're fighting or trying to rob the train. Probably a fight, though, given the guy's hanging off the thing. We get our character throwing some guy up against the wall, probably for some sort of mission or something. Maybe the guy owes money, whatever the case. And then we have more horse stuff, so nothing really important.
It's civilized.
So this guy, to me, seems like maybe the antagonist of the game, because there's got to be, even though we're bad guys, there's got to be some kind of opposing force. So he seems like maybe the antagonist of the game. There's somebody with their hands up, so it looks like somebody's threatening. His full quote is, he says something like, this place, there's no such thing as civilized, which is something a bad guy would say. There's nothing civilized here, so we're going to kill you. A lot of quick cuts in this trailer, but right here we get this guy slamming us down. This is definitely our character, judging by the tan jacket and the blue undershirt. We also see the bell in the background. We've seen that church bell ring earlier. This guy's slamming us down. Maybe he's fighting us. Maybe he doesn't like us. Maybe we killed somebody that he likes. Who knows what's going on here? So there we see an alligator come up out of the water and snatch up a fucking pig. So the alligator's going to be in this game, which means we're in this kind of a swampy area. I don't know where that would be exactly. Here we actually see some characters walking through the swampy water with the fucking alligators, so that's going to be an intense scene, I'm sure. I'm guessing it's our group of guys. There's really no telling. I see a blue shirt guy in the front, so that could be our character. Who knows who these guys are? Looks like they're maybe sneaking up on like maybe a drug factory looking thing, maybe like a moonshine thing back in the woods. Who knows what we're raiding these guys for? There's the shot of our character using a bow and arrow. It's always a weapon I like to use in games, especially when there's actually guns available. It's kind of fun to, like, everybody around you using guns and you're shooting with fucking arrows. It'll be kind of fun. They didn't have it in the first Red Dead Redemption, so it'll be interesting to see it in this game and how it works and everything. If you look down to where he's kind of aiming, there's a deer or something, so it looks like we might be hunting. You know, you could kill animals in the first game and use them for certain stuff. You could skin them, sell their skins. No telling what they might have improved on with the hunting in this game. There we get a very quick shot of a bear, which is kind of cool to see that they're coming back. They were like some of the strongest animals in the first Red Dead Redemption. Them are mountain lions. It just kind of depends. Mountain lions could kill you very quick. You could easily outrun a bear usually, but it would be kind of cool to see if they're still like one of the top animals or if they've added something else that's even stronger.
You're the only one of these fools that I trust.
Here we're introduced to a new female character, and she says, "You're the only one of these fools that I trust." So I'm assuming she's talking to us, and by that quote, it sounds like she might be a part of our gang. It'd be kind of interesting to have like some kind of female character that's a part of the outlaw gang. Also, she stabs this dude's hand, so she seems like kind of a badass. I don't know who the two dudes are. Maybe they're part of our gang. Maybe there's some guys that owe us money. Some guys we're trying to kill. Who knows what's going on here? Maybe they tried to hit on her, so she stabs the guy in the hand. Could be a whole lot of scenarios. Quick scene of us pulling somebody up on a train, and then it shows us lassoing a horse. So that's kind of cool to see that the rope's back. That was one of my favorite things to do in Red Dead Redemption, just kind of as a pastime, is run around hog tying people. This is probably like maybe like a mini game or something. You could break wild horses if you guys remember. You could lasso them and then get on their back and try to like break them. They'll try to freak out, and you got to keep them balanced, and eventually they become non-hostile. So maybe that's what this is.
Where's our money?
Another scene of us asking somebody for some money. So apparently a lot of people owe Dutch's gang some money. We also got a scene of us stabbing somebody from the back, like us. We got them kind of in a chokehold. We're about to stab them right in the neck. There's no telling who this person is, what they did to us, why we're killing them. Pretty like cool, dramatic scene of us like leaving. Looks like maybe we're blowing up a bank or something that we might have just robbed. We got the face mask on, which makes sense too. Right there we got a scene of us dual wielding some guns. The only real reason I'm talking about it is because I don't think we could dual wield any guns in the first Red Dead Redemption. If we could, be sure and, remind me in the comments, because I honestly just don't remember. I haven't played the game all the way through in a long time. Just another quick scene of us fucking somebody up, hitting them with the butt of a rifle. It looks like we get to fuck up a lot of people in this trailer. It's going to be a fun game.
You have my back. Always, Dutch.
Here we get the big reveal of Dutch, because up to this point in the trailer, we didn't know that Dutch was a thing. We didn't know we were part of Dutch's gang, and if you didn't read the description of the trailer, you wouldn't know this either. Now, there's been rumors that we were part of the game, but we didn't know for sure. Quick scene of us walking away from a burning building. Looks like a pretty fun mission, probably. And then, of course, we have the final screen with the release window of spring 2018. You can already pre-order the game, which is kind of cool. I don't know if we've been able to pre-order it before now, but you can pre-order it. And that'll wrap up my breakdown of the second official trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Let me know your thoughts below. Did I happen to miss anything? Did you guys catch some shit in the background? Maybe some returning characters that I didn't recognize? Because there's a lot of characters in Red Dead Redemption on the first one, so there could have been characters that I just did not recognize. Also, what are your thoughts on the trailer? I'm glad we got maybe a little bit of story. We kind of know what the motivation is. We're bad guys. We're part of the gang. Everything. We know who our main character is. So it'd be kind of cool. It's a good trailer. If you guys went on to enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
You have my back. Always, Dutch.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. 'Cause I don't fucking care.